Aynen.
Five asli enerji, Red Bull, asli Nerozo. Good wicket here for Anil Karel. Very fast over as Anil Sheikh walks out. Firmly struck towards long off. Now if he'll get off the mark as well. What a good catch at mid-on. Vinod Kandari back in the dugout.
Pratish GC was the catcher. He didn't walk in too much. He was standing on the circle and almost moved back. He anticipated that shot and he knew that was the shorter side of the boundary. So good game awareness from Pratish GC. Good celebration from Anil Karel. Brandon McMillan, what have you got against spin?
कुन 70% चल गया छ
An opportunity gone, the begging. Oh dear, it could have been wicket number 2 here for Anil Karel. And he's aghast and distraught.
मेरो
Will this be a costly reprieve? We'll only have to wait and watch. Five done, 34 for 2. Five goal, Asli energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozo.
सेम तेरो पनि मेरो हेरेर देख्छु नि
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a presidential
यो अनेर
graduate
हास्पिटल
school
कहाँ लान्छ
where every step leads to a new adventure.
मैले यस्तो सेयर गरेको छु नि त
सुसर डेलीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादनको डिलाइट डेली वाइटरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
कहाँ हेर्दै हेर्दै अमित श्रेष्ठ
Big moment in the game.
कसको रेस सुधार पछि रोयलको नि
The gloves. Costly as that
हेर्दै
could
छ
have
मेरो
been.
रेस कस्तो छ रे
Brandon McMullen. That's a sparkling stroke.
चौका
Shake the Iceman. Gets it in the action. His first boundary of this year's NPL.
खेल्दिन मेरो कस्तो छ रे
Glorious cover drive.
कस्तो जलन हुन्छ रे
जलन होइन यसो क्वालिटी
हेर्दा
तेरोमा झ्याउ लाग्दो खालको छ हेर त
Just clears his left foot
कति राम्रो छ हेर
हेर त यो सानोवाला के
provide
हेर्नु
himself with some room to be able to get his arms through the ball. That's a delightful stroke through extra cover.
Bashir Ahmed, two left-arm spinners now operating in tandem together. Oh, drag down. And help yourself. Ari Shake the elder it is. With a lovely super four powered by Edsel 4G.
You know the surfaces here have been just a touch on the slow side. So if you miss your mark short, you're going to pay the price. And this is just been short and dealt with.
It was a long way up. Can it be held on to? Oh my! Nicholas Curtin! The catch of the tournament thus far! What an athlete the Canadian is! Leaping through the air, an absolute specky.
We have some way to go in this
सब बेकन
tournament,
सब यार
but I cannot imagine there being a better catch than this. The toughest catch to be able to take in cricket, running away. That is incredible.
Well, you
Hey, मेरो मोबाइल
talk
ह्याङ
about
भएको
a Red Bull energetic moment. That one's already won for the day. Nicholas Curtin, you absolute beauty. Ari Sheikh has to go for 9. It's 42 for 3.
मेरो मन हान मिस गरेर अब सिधै राजा नगाली चलिरहेछ
We've seen one of the moments of the tournament here on game day 3. All the talk coming into this tournament was about the fielding of Dipender Singh Airi, but Nicholas Curtin, he is such a fine athlete. He works so hard at his fitness. Good diving stop now from Chris Soul too. This is as good as you will see. As you rightly said, it's the most difficult catch to take in the game.
Ball always going away from him. The fact that he kept his eye on it the whole way, just over his left shoulder, and then when he needed to dive, he put in the dive. What a catch that is from Kurt.
1
Wicket taking over. Power play completes 43 for 3.
Lights of a life on Superlight Gel. With hyaluronic acid. 100% instant hydration. Miracles happen. Is Dove really different from soap? Ordinary soap dries itself over time. But Dove is different. Get your radiance with Dove.
Insta for a complete
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
the crease. In comes one of the 4 overseas players for the Super Paschim Royals. That's Safe Zabe, another one of the English county contingents that's here. 10 players of the 38 or 39 that we have in the Nepal Premier League come from England. 2 overseas players come be together in tandem at the crease. It's a piece of innovation to start with, just helps it around the corner. Probably hard for us to get across just how good this catch was, because for those who may have never played cricket, you might just love watching cricket. When you're running away over your shoulder, it's almost impossible to judge when it's going to land. And look at the way he leaps through the air. Oh, there's shades of some of the best catches of all time right there. Canada's captain at his very, very best. Use of the feet, gets lucky, just lands in front of Chris Soul. He's another good athlete. Now, previous over, just before we came on, big moment. McMullen, he's a star, isn't he? That's a regulation stumping miss from Lokesh Bam.
Ted, he just stands up before the ball gets to him.
You talk about the way he's sort of come up. He's also snatched at it a little bit, hasn't he? He's almost in an over-enthusiasm to want to affect the stumping has cost the chance. All that regulation for Lokesh Bam. Good left arm spinner. Sunil Parel. 5, if not 6 players that have come up from Australia. He's playing first grade cricket in Australia, which is a very good standard. To the leg side, gets a good piece of it, gets it all the way for 6. Good use of the feet from Safe Zabe. It's a maximum to bring up the 50 score. 53 for 3.
Masuk.
Susan Dairy Co. Crystal Park. Delight Dairy Whiteley. Abahari. Delightful.
Udah kecil. Sepuluh gitu. Kamu ngerti?
Sophie, stop fantasy. He's got a wicket
Jadi pakai bowling
taker.
ya,
Prolific.
ini
It's
langsung
up
gitu.
there with the very best in the game. One thing he loves doing is taking wickets, particularly for Nepal, but wherever he plays his cricket. Been impressed with safe saves thus far.
Not a household name, but he's got a good T20 record. Plays for Northamptonshire in England. Strike rate of 141. That's very impressive. The average of over 25. Score of 92.
Bah, udah langsung tadi.
I think we've got to sort of become accustomed that 20s is sort of the new 30s when it comes to averages in T20 cricket. When you're walking in at number 5, number 6, it's the strike rate that coaches and management are looking at.
You also think of someone like a safe save. He hasn't really played in other franchise leagues yet. He has played in the T20 Blast in England. He has got a few goes in the 100 too. That was for the Northern Superchargers. In terms of scale of opportunity for him personally, live on Star Sports. Googly, not sure if one picked it. Shani desperate to get the big wicket.
Really tops us on. Skillful bowler, Sandy.
By his own admission, Ramashani, there's a touch maybe of that kind of chain-worn mind games in it. He says he's got 4 or 5 different googlies. That's the kind of one that almost you roll the top of your spinning finger over, so it's not going to kind of rag sharply back into the right hander. It will just go on. Should sometimes bounce a little more, but so much of this with wrist spin is natural variation as well. For the 8th, 7 for 3.
Insta for a complete home. Yogo solar water heaters, water purifiers. Choose the gas off से your way of quality living.
Royals, the 6th of the 8 teams to come into action. And for those who've been helping to build up and hype this tournament up, they're the most followed of the 8 teams on social media by quite a distance too. A couple of reasons for that. Firstly, the love of the game in the Paschim area, but also certain Dipendra Singh Airi. There's not many more popular players than him. He was the marquee player that was assigned to the Royals. Absolutely adore him, and rightly so. What a talent he is. The number 2 ranked T20I all-rounder in the world. There's big names everywhere here at this NPL. None bigger than the man that Miguel Goswami's just about to chat to. Let's get down to him. Oh, thank you, gentlemen. Just the right time to thank the fans and the mentor of Sudhir Paschim Royals, Brad Hodge. Welcome to Nepal. How's it been?
Oh, it's been fantastic, actually. Yeah, it's been really welcoming. Excited for the cricket. You know, it's a big event for Nepal and the cricket, and it's actually been a great show so far.
Right, just coming back to this contest and the current situation of the match. What do you make of it right now? You've lost 3 wickets to 50-odd runs. You set small targets as a mentor. What's the talk in the dressing room?
Yeah, we probably lost one more wicket than we would have liked in the power play. We just lost a reef just at the back end, which was a bit of a shame, but we've just built a partnership here. We've watched the first few games and know that it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for new players coming in, but so far so good. We've kept the positive mindset, the intent. That's how we want to play, and we think we've got a pretty good side to be able to challenge later on in the tournament.
You've been associated with Australian coaching duties and IPL as well. What's the kind of message and information and knowledge you're keen to pass on to the young, talented group of Nepal as well?
Yeah, it was more just to, really showcase your talents. Like, don't get overcome by the experience of playing in front of a big crowd on TV. So go out there and showcase your ability, but also trust your strengths and play to your strengths as much as you can. So we all know what it's like to feel pressure in the game of cricket, and everyone's going to face it today. So it's just how you deal with that. But look, we're just excited to get into the tournament. We prepped really well. Got a good coaching staff and a good leader in DP. So it's actually, it's really exciting. We just want to play a really good brand of cricket and, let these fans enjoy it for what it is.
It's a lengthy tournament. Keep an eye on the game as well. With regard to a mentor in the side, what is your primary role that you look to do in getting this team to, really go out there and perform in the middle?
Yeah, just a little bit of strategic stuff as well. Just helping with the forward momentum of T20 cricket, but also understanding the players, trying to integrate the overseas players into the locals and get them to know their game really quickly. So that's been one of the messages, because you want to know how the locals and also the overseas perform under pressure out in the middle. And the quicker you can get that done, the quicker you learn about the more success you'll have out in the middle. So it's more just that connection piece, ensuring people how we want them to play out in the middle. And if you do that, then you just trying to put on some.
Right, quickly, one last question on this game. At this stage, looking at the way the situation is, how far do you think you need to settle on a score?
Well, it's hard to tell, isn't it? I mean, we've got some real nice power at the back end, actually. So, anything's possible, actually. That was one of the messages that I sort of said to them. Don't worry about what's happened in the past. Only worry about today.
Right, thank you so much for your time. Wonderful having a chat with you. Good luck for the campaign ahead.
Welcome. It's good to be here.
60 for 3, yeah.
Is Dove really different from soap? Ordinary soap dries itself over time, but Dove gets your radiance with
Player he was before Australia. His thoughts to Mikel Swami there down pitch side. You get a sense as to just how big this league could be in years to come. Likes of Brad Hodge here, some Shikhar Dhawan yesterday, more than comfortable out there. Enthusiasm, the passion, the love for cricket in this country. Sure, it's surpassed anywhere in the world right now. It's contagious, HD, isn't it?
The
importance of the overseas player as well is to take back a message to their respective countries. When you go back and you say, look, it's a real deal. Then suddenly you start to see more interest from outside of. That's a lovely shot down the ground. Beautifully timed, beautifully placed. This is just a proper cricket shot, isn't it? We heard Shriram talking at the pitch report, hit straight. You hit straight at the TU, you get great reward. We're going to be like a broken record saying that, I think, throughout this tournament. Pump it down the ground, you're going to get 4 or 6.
Fully agree with your point, because this one's edged away for a couple. Speaking to James Neesham after the game yesterday, he said he had quite a few messages from people when it was announced he was coming on. Jimmy, what are you going to Nepal for? He said he's been blown away since he's landed, and he's now going to take that message back to New Zealand and all around the franchise circuit that this place is extraordinary in its potential, sheer love for cricket, and also HT, its quality of local players too. The ultimate success of your tournament is not the overseas players, it's how good the local players can be and the contributions that they make throughout the tournament. Spot on the money. Some two local players star yesterday, didn't we?
खोएर सञ्जय भन्दा बिग्रेर खोएर सञ्जयले
Shape of Asif Sheikh. That's going to get us to the halfway stage of this first innings, and the umpire, Durgannath Subedi, will say it's time for a drink. The Royals, 68 for 3.
Is dark really different from soap? Ordinary soap dries itself over time, but dark is different. Get your radiance with
बिस
dark.
80 रुपियाँ किलो उतारे अहिले घटेको छ
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट्स छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
फुटिहाल्यो न छन बिग्रेर डालिदियो अहिले आधा पनि फुटिसक्यो बिग्रेको छ
अब आइएमबी गरेको पैसा सिधै आइएमबी सिधै मोबाइलमा
के जस्तो लाग्छ हेर्नु छ मलाई मुसा थाहा
happier home. छुट्टै
जोगिन्दा
है.
सुरुवात गरा त दुईटा फोनको अस्ति पनि नउठ्छ नि त जोगिन्दा तिनटे बार
Crystal उत्पादन Dairy Whitenerले अब हरेक दिन delightful.
हल्का हल्का चित्ता पाछु मेरो टाढा त धिराज पनि गर्छ धुन चाहिँ कहिले धुँदैन
Insta for a complete home.
सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट्स छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
Nepal Premier League is already catching attention just for the sheer number of people that are turning up to watch every game. It's Tuesday, folks. Remember, it's a Tuesday, and we're having packed stadiums.
May I correct you? It's Super Tuesday here.
And I liked what you said yesterday. If Monday can become a Sunday, that was a great term that you used. A weekday is like a holiday. People just coming from every nook and corner, filling the stadiums. What an atmosphere. I think that's the first success. I think no other Premier League, leave the Indian Premier League alone, but no other Premier League has attracted so many people. Yeah, that's terrific to see.
Absolutely. Corrin into his third, 1 for 15 for him. He's bowled well. Have
to find a move on from here. The Sudar Paschim Royals, they have been kept quiet. This is a run-ball partnership for the fourth wicket. 26 runs between McMullen and Zeb.
Both are experienced overseas players, so done well to bide their time. But what's going from here on is going to, can they make it count? Zaib's had a few heaves across the line. Karel has troubled him a little bit as well. 16 runs given of his 2.2 overs. Brandon McMullen hit a lovely shot down the ground in the last over. Shown signs of a terrific player very early on. Zaib plays for Northamptonshire. Born in England, Buckinghamshire. Flies his straight for Northampton.
Through him, timber disturbed. Karel with a celebration, the trademark style. He gets his second, and Zeb has to depart. Well, certainly he does have a couple of messages as well, but I'll tell you what, he's certainly making it count this morning. Young Karel, what an outing he's having.
How much did that bounce? Zaib was on the back foot, but hardly got up. Hit the middle of off stump, lower middle. Yeah, could have been better off playing straight, but yeah, to be fair to him, it didn't bounce a lot. And look at that celebration. Well done, mate. Zaib gone for 14 or 15 balls. Bowled Anil Karel at 69 for 4 after 10.3.
Ishan Pandey, 33 runs, a best of 22. Rated low over 60. Testing times for him. Can he make it count today on the big stage, on the big occasion? He's on the back foot. They need runs. First outing here for the Royals. Can they make it a Royal outing? They're up against this man. Oh, what was that for a first ball that he was facing, and that did get a lot of turn and purchase as well off the surface. But I'm not too sure what Ishan Pandey was trying to do here.
Yeah, because of Zaib. Kept low, wanting to cut, but that shot's never on such a wicket. When someone's bowling stump to stump. Well, there's a bit of a hold up there. Boys think it's not a wide. Chatter going on everywhere. Captain's getting involved. Sandeep Lamichhane not happy with that decision.
Interesting to see what has happened in the delivery as well.
Was given wide. The fielding team feels that the ball hit the batter.
He was not too impressed with McMullen interfering in the decision between him and the umpire there.
Interesting choice of shot as well from Ishan Pandey, the first ball. Reverse sweep attempted. Karel's bowling well here.
Rajgiri, the umpire there at the bowler's end. Well, you've got to move on from that. The Biratnagar Kings have done well. They should not allow the momentum to move and shift from their end.
Getting wickets at regular intervals, and Brandon McMullen, all eyes on him. He's got to play the anchor role as well as take them to a respectable total with his power.
Cries of catch it. Down the ground, one bounce the fielder, at long gone. Almost resulted in a wicket, that extra delivery there. The one that was debated upon. 11 gone, 72 for 4.
Yoko solar water heaters. Water purifies. Choose The gas of your way of quality living. Vivo. Banking sectoरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
160 plus runs. Concern here is that wickets falling at one end. Yes, they have McMullen in the middle who's been a little more conservative and cautious. He's not been allowed to play his shots.
A trial by spin for him, coming from Scotland and South Africa. He would not have faced a lot of spin, especially in conditions like this. So far, even though he's living dangerously, he's still there. Most importantly, he's learning, he's looking to hit straight, he's put out that sweep shot for a bit. Everyone is enjoying the cricket and the sunshine.
Okay, when the sun shines. Exactly what the fans in Nepal are doing at the tea around here. Wow, just so nice to be in the epicenter of all the action. Just so brilliant. Cut away. Lamichhane has been wicketless so far in this tournament. Into the second game. Too good a bowler. Not have wickets under his belt.
Exactly. That's exactly where it was coming to. Lamichhane, too good a bowler not to make an impact in the wickets column. Probably he's got too much on his head. Captaincy. Had a lot to think about.
Spin left here for Biratnagar Kings. Basir has 3 overs. Gaurel has 1. And Lamichhane after this has 1 more. 3 overs of spin in the remaining 8 overs.
Trial by spin for McMullen. He's not getting any freebies. Walking into line, is looking to go cow corner. Better off staying still and hitting through the line. It's difficult to hit you. The keeper is saying it's difficult to hit you.
Yeah, indeed. That's because it's been 14 deliveries since we've seen a boundary. We'll get a couple of runs here. Lamichhane is not happy. He's saying, throw it at my end, mate.
That's good batting. Slightly short. Pushed it to that cow corner area. The gap between long on and deep mid-wicket ran hard. Good batting McMullen. As he gets more time in the middle, he'll learn a lot. Look at that. Good placement. The key.
This one's high and handsome as well. McMullen has finally decided to free his arms and he's muscled that over long off. That's the second 6 here for the Royals. Good end to the over. 10 coming off it. It's 82 for 4.
को उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी वाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल DHI happier home छट्टै छ है
तपाईँको असली Red Bull असली नै रोज हो
To pitch up. The previous ball was a tink to 2. And then when the length came, he got it and hit it straight. He stood still. Good learnings to take away. Anil Karel continues his last over. Left-hander on strike, Ishan. Look at that. Good strike. Staying still. Good still head. Swinging through the line. Swinging straight. Does well to get McMullen on strike. Ishan.
Ravi, how important is it for captains as well, teams and management to read conditions and make those changes? You've got to really give it to Biratnagar Kings. Sandeep Lamichhane, they had Jitendra Mukhya in the last game, the medium pacer. They replaced him with Anil Karel today, seeing spin making an impact in their first outing against Janakpur Bulls. And today he's got 2 for 20 in his 4th over.
The trend that you're going to see as the tournament goes on, spin will come into play.
That's high. Field in the business. Not really. Goes over him. Second 6 here in back-to-back overs, and McMillan says it's time to turn it on.
Was the shorter side. He probably didn't get it as well as he would like. He would have had his heart in his mouth. Just cleared that deep mid-wicket fielder. It was short. Stayed a bit low. He got the height. He was wondering whether he would have got the distance.
This time, though, he finds the fielder to perfection in the deep. One too many for McMillan. He perishes in his bid to accelerate. Karel with his 3rd. Keeping a calm head, he strikes once again. Half the side back in the dugout for Sudur Paschim Royals.
I won't be happy with that shot. Brandon McMillan. He knew the template, but this time was deceived in the air. Well bowled, Anil Karel. Dropped on him a little bit. Got the height, but this time, comfortable catch to the long on fielder. Yes, McMillan, good innings, 36 of 26. But he would have wanted to carry on a bit longer. It's 89 for 5.
You could listen to a loud roar here at the TU Stadium. That's because the destructive Irie, captain of Sudur Paschim Royals, makes his way to the middle. He comes in at the fall of McMillan. From here on, this game will certainly shift gears if he gets going. Look at those numbers, the strike rate, little over 140, massive strike rate. 950s, 100. Oh boy, this man is a treat to watch once he gets going.
A unique record, 6-6 and over. You don't do that every day of the week. Got that record with him. Mahendra Singh Irie walks in when his side is in a bit of a strife. He needs to make a sizable contribution. He doesn't have to look too far beyond Sompal Kami yesterday, who turned it on in the last couple of overs.
What a performance here by Karel. Getting a game, he finished his quota of 4 overs with 3 for 26. He's certainly made an impact. What a wonderful piece of left-arm spin bowling we've seen. Yes, acknowledges the crowd. Well, he's been spectacular with his bowling effort today. Kept his calm. There you can see 13 dots at an economy of 6.5. He's done the job for the captain. 13 gone, it's 89 for 5.
Like Super Life on Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
सिधै आउँछ
सिधै
डाइरेक्ट
डाइरेक्ट
आइएमईबाट पठाएको पैसा
आइएमईबाट पठाएको पैसा
सिधै मोबाइलमा
हो बाबा अब आइएमई गरेको पैसा सिधै आइएमई पेमा अर्थात् सिधै मोबाइलमा आउँछ.
His second over, a wicket in his very first, dismissing Shrestha. In the air, straight to the fielder. At third, what's the template from Yashri? What are you looking at? 89, 90 for 5 in the 14th.
Got 7 overs. If they can get 60 runs, that's still 150. If you aim 60, you might get 70. But for that, you need Dipendra Singh Irie in the crease. Spoke about Malkami played an excellent knock yesterday. But the key was to take the game till the end. Can Irie do that? Just keep rotating the strike, keep hitting the odd boundary, and then tee off in the last 2-3 overs. He's got to wait for his matchups. Batullah, second over. Touch expensive, but Dari got hold of him in the first over.
Wrapped on the pads was that going down leg. Anxious moments here for Dipendra. He's consumed 3 deliveries still to get off the mark. Just the third batter to hit 6 sixes in an over in men's T20 internationals. It came in April 2024 in the ACC Men's Premier Cup against Qatar.
And you don't do that every day of the week. Terrific achievement. Yuvraj Singh was one. To do it against Qatar. This very ground, was it? In Oman, beg your pardon.
And just taking the pace off it. It's the inside half of the bat. They're running the first run really fast. They'll come back for 2. Irie is off the mark. Well, he's a deer in the middle. He sprints. He does not run. He sprints across the 22 yards. Take a look at that wicket once again.
Dillon would have been disappointed with that shot. Didn't let the ball come to him, instead went for it. Look at how much he's reached out for it. Got no timing, dragged it to the long on fielder, who took a comfortable catch. Raj Singh, Kairan Pollard and Dipendra Singh Irie are the 3 persons who hit 6 sixes in an over. What an illustrious list to be a part of.
Just look at the manner in which he's running. He has still settled for 1. I'll tell you what, on the turn at the non-striker's end, blink of an eye, he's already setting off for the second run. So much of excitement and exuberance he brings to the middle. He's a crowd puller, Irie.
And an over gets them to 1-5-6-8. An over from here gets them to 1-4-4. He can get to somewhere around 150, 160. Can have a match on our hands, and for that Dipendra Singh Irie has to bat the remaining overs. Can't let it down to his other teammates. Shan's doing his role, getting Irie back on strike.
Well, the bowler is sure, so is Lokesh Baum, but the umpire's unmoved. The batter stands his ground, and both of them in disagreement with the umpire. Gurganath Subedi saying, move on with the game, gentlemen. We have overs to be completed. He's not at all impressed with that decision.
A belated appeal from the bowler. The keeper thought he had him. Bowler was half-hearted. The keeper was quite sure. But such a big crowd. These field edges are always very, very difficult to get hold of from an umpiring point of view. No one's really sure.
That's much better. There's protection in the deep. They'll get a single, a little bit of a misfield. Oh dear. Biratnagar Kings are not helping their cause in the middle. Straightforward single, converted into a 4. Ishmatullah says, come on boys, pull up your socks. And that's Nicholas Kurt, fresh from a spectacular catch. And just lets one go past. 8 runs coming off this over, 97 for 5.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure. Water heaters. Water purifiers. Choose the gas hobs that have your way of quality living. Himstar for a complete home.
Couple of blips here in the fielding.
Biratnagar Kings, but they have a lot of support. Every team in this competition has come with their fair share of fan base. And there's a roar for a wicket and a four each time the players are in action. Soul into his third. Pulled away. In the gap. That's a four. And that's Irie for you. You are in line, you are in length, and he's going to punish you.
Amit Chane has gone to his premier bowler, Chris Saul, who's been treated disdainfully with a terrific pull shot. Defendra Singh Irie has announced his arrival into the tournament. Stands tall, pulls it over mid-wicket, well in front of square. 4 education kits for school children for every 4 scored. Nice initiative from NPL Foundation. The fans are happy.
Look at the way he's running. Nicely fielded at backward point as well. Interesting phase in the game. These remaining overs.
I like Irie. He's very busy in the crease. He can play the big shots. Yeah, what a terrific player to have at the crease at this point of the time.
10-13
Amit Chane knows the importance of his wicket. He's gone back to his premier bowler, Chris Saul. The terrific contest. There's so many contests within contests, and this is something that you really look forward to. A premier fast bowler against one of the best finishers that Nepal have.
Yeah, moves in the crease, makes room for himself. Gets enough bat on it, and he sliced it for a massive 6 over deep backward point. Ishan joins Dipendra, and the Sudur Paschim Royals, well and truly over 100, are making it count in the back end of their innings.
Sometimes pace can be your enemy. This time the extra pace of Chris Saul not working to his favour, but working in the batsman's favour. Terrific shot from Ishan, caught off the ground, got contact, cleared the backward point boundary by a distance. Good batting here from Ishan.
Works that towards point. Shy at the non-striker's end, a direct hit, and it could have been very close. But what an over this is turning out to be. Already 12 runs coming in the first 4.
The excitement all round. Not only are they getting the boundaries, but they're running between wickets like a hare. Airy and Ishan, they're very quick between wickets. Now look at that. Look at the way he sprints. The ball is in the circle. He's still looking for a second run.
Beats the fielder.
A straightaway pace off from Chris Saul. He knows that if he's giving pace, it's working to his disadvantage. So he's taking pace off. Let the batsman generate the power. You don't give him the pace. Look at that. He was completely in the air when he made contact. Cleared the backward point boundary. Good shot from Ishan.
Smartly done. Just using the pace, runs it down third, gets 4, 16 runs of over number 15. This partnership, 24 of 13, unconquered, and the Royals are turning it on in the middle. We have an exhilarating 5 overs left. The crowd's going delirious as well. It's 1-1-3 for 5.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
Paiko, Asli Energy, Brand Food, Asli Nerosum. Start fantasy. Insta for a complete home.
20 रन 16 सर मलाई घर नै आउँदैन
Largest over of the innings. Dipendra Singh Irie factor is starting to come into play. The wheels somewhat coming off a touch for the Biratnagar Kings. They need to get it back. Buller coming in to the team today in place of Aki Bilias, who has sadly been down with a little bit of illness. Wishing him well. I'm sure he's watching on Star Sports back at home in the team hotel. He'll be all right. You have to remember that the Kings have to play 2 games in 2 days. They'll be back into action again tomorrow. I've really liked what Ishan Pandey has done alongside Dipender Singh Airi. It's a sparkling stroke down the ground. He's started to add a bit of power as the youngster. Not too many left-handed batters here in Nepal. Ishan Pandey showing what he's worth.
What a lovely free flow of the bat. Yes, it's up there, but mid-off is up as well. Just enjoy it.
Definitely something that Monty Desai has been looking for as the Nepal head coach. A left-handed batter, maybe particularly in the middle order, to counteract the litany of left-arm spin that you'll face in the associate game. Did get his chance internationally 5 years ago, but that was in 4 T20s. Always been very stylish, very pleasing on the eye. Looks to me like he needs to add a little bit of power, and we're starting to see a few signs of that. I think another one of the local batters who'd probably be more suited to the 50-over game, but showing his T20 skills here at the NPL. This has been an impressive batting innings thus far. I know they've lost 5 wickets. You could argue McMullen gave it away a touch, but there's been some good stuff.
Say an ideal platform, 118 after 15 overs, as they really are looking at something around that 160, 170 mark. But it's just that wickets column that scares me slightly. That if these two at the wicket who've played quite beautifully together, 29 of just 17, if they get out, does the innings just fall away? Oh, tight. Needed a direct hit, didn't get one. Bit of tip and run with these two as well. Yeah, I suppose it always is when Dipendra's at the wicket.
Everything, it's almost like if you listen to your voice notes on your WhatsApp, everything's at 2x. So he's so much quicker than everyone else. He takes on these singles and doubles that normal humans can't get to. He'll almost run 2 in the time others will run 1.
The whole game sort of quickens up when he's at the crease, and I would sort of look at that if I was the opposition captain, and I would be constantly just trying to slow things down from a bowling perspective, from a field changing perspective, because I think he wants to hurry up the game. I think he wants to play the game at a quick rate.
What a shot this is, all the way, inside out, over extra cover. That right there is a Siddhartha Bank 6 to Dipender Singh Airi.
Matullah is coming in for some tapia. He's getting his length wrong to these players. He's pitching it right up, and on this surface you need to be sort of around that back of a length just to let the surface work its magic for you as a bowler, and it just takes pace off the ball. But when you bowl at that full to these players, the players of this sort of quality, you've got to pay the price.
Clarity go immediately, knows it's a bigger side, wants to, he canters home, he trots home. The history of the associate game since the ICC T20I rankings have started, HD Ackerman. Nobody's been ranked as highly as this man. He's second in the world. Continues the form he has in this shortest format. No, he's been struggling a bit in ODI cricket. Maybe we'll see the first ever associate up in He's a real fan.